Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Stock Car Sim Racing Association Dev Sports Cards Next Gen Series on Wednesday nights. I am Matt Drafty Beef Everard, and we are live here at Virtual Richmond Raceway, where these drivers are set to go 175 laps with a stage break at the end of lap 50. Now, originally known as Strawberry Hill, due to the farm previously located on this site, what is now known as Richmond Raceway's began its life as a half-mile dirt track shortly after World War II. The track's first race was held in 1946 with legendary open-wheel racer Ted Horn the winner. Now, the track has been through several redesigns, including paving the former dirt track in 1968. The track became a half-mile oval. But prior to the 1988 season, it was reconfigured into the current three-quarter-mile D-shaped oval that we will be racing on here tonight. Now, a key to this track is going to be tire saving. You are going to not want to drive too hard into these corners and eat up your tires and lose that grip. So we will have to watch that tonight. We will go into the race info for the evening here. Tonight's race is sponsored by Sentiel Fit and the number 5 of Scsra Hill, with $50 going to the winner, $20 to the pole winner, and $10 to the hard charger, which would be the driver who has gained the most positions from their starting position with 0x. So there's a little bit of money on the line for this evening. Be excited to see who takes home the cash for each of those. So you don't necessarily have to win to get some money this evening. All right, it looks like our temperature is going to be 69 degrees Fahrenheit with 73% humidity, cloudy, and a 1 mile per hour wind. Looks like the track temperature is going to be 72 degrees, so a little cool on the track. We'll see how that plays into the racing tonight. We will go trackside here and maybe see if we can't get number 5 of Scsra Hill in here, if I can find him. All right, full throttle. Do not see him available at the moment. All right. Moving on. Oh, let's get that out of there. That is a nice looking paint scheme. I know I've said it week in, week out, but I do love the black and gold look. Let's move on. I did notice, let's see, is he out on track right now? Yes, he is. I noticed his paint here a little earlier. The 41 of Charles Chucky Balance. Rocking this new paint scheme this week. 2213 simware.com Chevy. That thing is looking sharp out on track tonight. Let's take a look at some of the times set in practice so far. It looks like up on top it will be the 24 of Garrett Walden, with his best lap being a 22.19 currently. You do see we have about 8.5 minutes left of practice. All right, following up in a close second there now is the 68 of Devin Butchino with a 22.20. Third quickest in practice right now, the 44 of Joe Irwin in the Biscuit World Chevy. He is running 22.24. And tonight's sponsor, the number 5 Scsra Hill, with representing the Sentiel Fit Ghost on the car. He's running at 22.25. So super close between first and fifth position right now during practice. Let's see who else is on track right now. So, someone in the grass there. Here we go. We got the 26 of Josh Mueller. Rocking, what is that, D8? I see something about Wisconsin on that hood. We got to get a closer look. For those of you who don't know, that is my home state. Dream Home, Wisconsin. All right, Josh Mueller out of Neenah, Wisconsin. Just a stone's throw from where I am located. That is cool. I'll be rooting for him tonight just to have to support a fellow Wisconsin iRacer. Moving on to 78 of Brad Young. In this nice white and blue world-class Machine Tools Toyota. Currently 10th quick in practice with a 22.38 out of Logan, Utah. Here we have the 16 of Derek Da Silva, a Ford Mustang, Common Sense Supplements. He has been quite solid throughout the season so far. He is currently at the back, though. So far, best lap, 23.06. Let's go up here, the 36, Devin Zimmerman. Still have not checked out. Oh my gosh. A little rush hour track. Sorry. Little parking lot there on the stretch. Ends up colliding. He is currently, though, 7th quick with a 22.33. Not too far off yet. Now the gap between, so we have now 5th place, as I said, was the 5 of Sharn Hill with a 22.25 in practice. And now 7.5 tenths off of that is going to be the 46 of Michael Lepicki with a 22.3. A little bit of gap there, and then we see a bunch of more 22.3s as we go through the field. We have about 5 minutes left in practice. Oh, here we go to Jay Stinson, a winner this season. Looking good as always in that number 2 Blue Ridge Chevy. We'll have to see how he can stack up tonight, see if he can get himself another win. Go the 29 of Matthew Fritz and the M&M Pet Sitting Chevy. Nice picture of a cat as well. I like that. He's from Middleton. Who else is out on track? We have the 55 of Ryan Gomes and that Caterpillar Chevy. A nice looking paint scheme right there. I have worked with one in the past. They are good machines. He's out of Arcata, California. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Here we go. The solid red 92 of Travis Burton out of Baton Rouge. Currently 6th quick with a 30.98. Right behind him, P7. Oh, yeah, we already did him, but we'll give him some more love here. The 36, Devin Zimmerman, holding on that P7 spot in practice. We'll have to see what kind of laps that they can turn solo during qualifying. So we see him, into the inside wall there. Commentator's curse, even in practice. Here we have the 84 of D. Wright out of Rochester, New York. In the Air Jordan Chevy. Welcome in, chat. I hope everybody is having a great Wednesday night. For those of you that are dealing with the cold that aren't used to it, I hope you are staying warm. We got about just over 2 minutes left of practice, and then they will start their qualifying session. Now, a key thing, like I mentioned earlier, it will be tire saving. There, you want to definitely keep as much tire as you can for as long as you can, so you can be competitive at the end of these long runs, which hopefully we will see a lot of tonight. Now, these guys are a good group of racers, so I'm not expecting to see too many cautions, but this is a shorter track, and with short tracks, it's a lot of bumper to bumper. Sometimes you gotta move the guy in front of you to get past, and hopefully you can move him just enough without wrecking him. We'll have to see how these drivers deal with it. Another thing, too, is I believe the fuel run for these guys is about 95 to 100 laps. So they'll be able to go for quite a while before needing to pit. I almost would have to think that they would need to pit for tires before fuel. So we will have to see when they decide to pit, at least. Still up top in practice, Garrett Walden, 24, the 22.19. Looking good as always in that Mountain Dew paint scheme. I thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Special shout out to a few of our sponsors, being Majestic Promotional Branded Apparel. Whether you're a top secret government agency or just an iRacing team, they have what you need to be looking sharp. Also, victory starts with a flawless finish. At PGHA Designs, you can contact me. I have paints just starting at $25. And of course, SM Racing Products, great company that builds button boxes and all bunch of iRacing accessories. Check them out at sm-racingproducts.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, practice is over and qualifying has begun. Let's see who's going to get our pole position and become $20 richer. Drivers are now just getting into their cars and making their way onto the track. First up, we got the 40 of Chase Greer. I love this paint scheme. We'll have to see what kind of times he can put up. Ooh, our first lap time is in with Devin Zimmerman on pole, 22.58 right now. Chase's first lap is a 22.965. We'll have to see where these drivers end up. Currently, Rear with 22.6 for his second lap as well. Check out Joe Irwin wrecking out, but getting the fast this lap before wrecking out with a 22.293. Close second, Josh Mueller here, the 22.42. And Sean Hill also, with a 22.418. Both of those second and third, the exact same lap time. That is wild. Talk about close. Oh, moving up to second now is the 78 of Brad Young. Again, he's got, all right, here we go. We'll get on board. Fastest in practice, Garrett Walden in the 24. We'll see what kind of pit lap time he can put down. Just a few cars left to qualify. Walden's first lap time, 22.861, gets loose on that second lap. That is not going to be good. That's putting him 9th quick right now. Tell you, that's not what he wanted to happen, being quickest in practice. To see Billy Titoff all on track now, looking to put his qualifying time in. Almost smacks the wall on the backstretch there on his outlap. First lap time comes in with a 22.871. We'll see if he can improve on his second lap time. We see him blink out there for just a minute. Oh, he gets loose on his second lap as well. That's going to leave him 11th quick. Coming out now, the 84 Chevy of D. Wright. See what kind of lap time he will put down this evening. Let's welcome in chat. How is everyone doing this evening? First lap time for D. Wright, a 23.300. Ooh, he also gets loose on his second lap. A lot of people getting loose on their second lap here. Let's see if hopefully he does improve still. 23.198. Slight improvement. Still going to place him 15th overall as we have Matthew Fritz now. His first lap was a 22.6. He looks to be getting a little loose as well on his second lap. We will have to see here. Lap 2, a 23.3. Does not improve. All right, the man, the myth, the legend, the 68 of Devin Butchino out to put his lap times in. Now this here is a fast driver. Very good driver for sure. And head honcho here at the SCS. All right. He is looking smooth with it here on his outlap. First lap time in with a 22.243. Puts him at the top. Oh, that was his second lap. My apologies, but puts him at the top of the field. Pole position with just a few cars yet to qualify. 55 of Ryan Gomes being one of them. First lap time in with a 22.877. Currently, that'll place him 15th. See if he can improve on his second lap here. He does. Lap 2 with a 22.359. Moves him up to third position. Great place to be starting here tonight. Just leaves one car yet to qualify. And that is the 2 of Jay Stinson, currently sitting at the edge of pit road here. Not sure if he needs a little push start to get out there. But as it stands right now, your poll winner, $20 richer, 68 forward of Devin Buchino with a 22.243. I am not sure. We got about a minute and a half left of qualifying. I have to imagine if he wants to put in a time, he'll have to actually get out on track soon here. Tell you, I am excited for this race. So far, it has been big tracks with this league. So I'm excited to see what they are going to do here at a shorter track. They like to race hard, but they're also very clean with it. So I am excited for this one, folks. I am a huge short track racing fan. I go to my local track here in the summer every Thursday. It's a great time. And there's not a bad seat in the house at a short track. It's like, I don't think he is going to be putting in a qualifying time, as I see about 30 seconds left in qualifying. And then we will get these guys gridded up and green flag shortly. Look at this. Look at all this seating there. I think you can see there. You could probably see the whole track no matter where you sit. I mean, I don't know why I'm always a fan when I go to my local short track. I like to sit at the exit of turn 4. Like, that is where you get a lot of action coming out of that corner. That start finish line's a good place to sit. But anyway, our starting grid for this evening. First place, the 68 forward of Devin Buchino. Coming in second is going to be the 44 of Joe Irwin. Third place will be the 55 of Ryan Gomes. Sorry. And to his outside, Brad Young in the 78. Starting P5 will be Josh Mueller in the 26. And tonight's sponsor, the number 5, Sharn Hill, starting P6. 7th place will be Michael Lepicki in the number 46. And to his outside will be Devin Zimmerman in the 36. Charles Chucky Balance will start off 9th and Chase Greer in 10th. 11th place will be Matthew Fritz. And to his outside in the 81, starting 12th will be Josh Hall. 13th place, the 24 of Garrett Walden. And 14th place, Billy Tithoff. Starting in 15th is going to be the 92 of Travis Burton. And to his outside, the 56 of Walt Lepicki in 16. 17th place in the 84 will be D. Wright. And in 18th, Derek Da Silva. And rounding out the field, choosing not to qualify, the number 2 of Jay Stinson. It's going to be a good one here tonight, folks, as we get ready to go. Lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car. So we will get green flag momentarily. Why do you keep switching to Barney? We're not ready for Barney yet. He's anxious to get his screen time this evening. He's been looking forward to this race too. As they come into turn 3 now, we'll hop the Barney iRacing.com pace car in pit lane. And we are green flag racing tonight for the Sentiel Fit 175. First laps in the book with the number 44 of Joe Irwin getting out to the lead, giving himself a little space from second place there as we see a few side-by-side battles in the back here. Josh Mueller from Neenah, Wisconsin out here, 6th place, looking to stay up high. Maybe save a little tire that way. Oh, I say that as he gets back down low there. Here we got the 81 of Josh Hall looking to, oh, caution is out. Let's see what happened there. Caution early on here at Richmond. Let's go back and look at it. Not seeing anything yet. We got Charles Chucky Balance on the outside. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Oh, no. Like contact between the 92 and the 41. I see the 79 was already a little. Let's back up here and see. Oh, he had a little issue. Let's see. That's the 84. Let's go on board and look at it from his point of view. We can watch the 92 and the 41 up here and see what he saw. Just a little bit of contact and away they went. Unfortunate here early at Richmond Raceway. Luckily, it didn't look like there was too much damage, although I do see the 92 and the 79 both going down pit lane. Wonder if they took a fast repair and repaired the damage right away. I'll have to see. I feel like as long as your wheel is straight here, you should be good. A little excitement here early for you. So we have our first caution of the night. Well, after 6 laps, Joe Irwin takes the lead early, holds on to it to see if he can hold on to it and for how long tonight. So far, biggest mover as of right now, I know it's early, biggest mover is Jay Stinson. Fortunately, I can't see if they have incident points or not. We'll have to see make sure to keep a mental note of who gets into a little contact tonight and who doesn't. As the one benefit about short track racing, though, is the pace laps are a lot shorter. Oh, I thought oh yeah, there we go. As the pace lights go off on the iRacing.com pace car, which means next time by, they will take the green flag. Folks, this is gonna be a good one. Once they shake out these early jitters, we're gonna get some good green flag runs here. I just know it. As the pace car dips down into pit lane. Green flag flies again at Richmond Raceway. Oh, 44 still out front, looking strong. Battle for second place. The 78 and the 68. Looks like the 78 will take it away. Oh, look now, but the 5 of Sharon Hill says maybe I'll get on by you too. Ooh, look at a little contact with the wall. Can he get it done? We see the 36 behind him, looking to get by the 55 of Ryan Gomes. Get it done. Does not. Tucks back up in line. See, the leader's getting a little single file here as we got 3 wide. Oh, no, and a car spinning behind. Oh, yellow is out. It doesn't look like there was any contact, but that is Josh Mueller, unfortunately. Let's see here. They're going 3 wide. Well, I guess they weren't at a time. Ooh, 29. Think just center in there a little too hard, bud. Makes contact with the 26. Is able to keep it off the wall and not get hit by anybody. Great heads-up racing to all the other drivers as well to avoid him. Looks like he should be able to keep going. Maybe just a little wear on the tires. And loss of position, of course. So now he's down 13 spots. Unfortunately, out to see it. A lot of race left. We're only 12 laps into this 175 lap race. 2 cautions so far. We will have to see how this one plays out. It's going to be exciting. I mean, this is short track racing. You're going to have rubbing and bumping, and it's just, there ain't a lot of room. You got to make the room. Fortunately, a little early for maybe that, but, I mean, it makes good for some good racing, some good clips. Brew up some rivalries, maybe. Folks, we have a 19-car field here tonight. Nice, decent size field. Good turnout. Crowd is happy. You can hear them in the background if you listen. Those virtual fans are excited to spend their virtual money here at Virtual Richmond Raceway. See, the pace light's still on. As actually, Josh Mueller is deciding to come to pit now. There was a little damage that he wants to get fixed up, or maybe decides, hey, I'll take new tires right now. Since he did just kind of, had to lock them up there and slide. They will be worn a bit. Josh Hall also in pit. Terrible camera view there. Still worse. There we go. Josh Hall in pit for 1 minute and 28 seconds now. I wonder if he had to tow or what happened there. Fortunately, yeah, he is a lap down. If my timing that tower here is correct, he is coming out of pit now. Or maybe he got a little damage before and just decided to sit there and take it since it's early enough in the night. If you just got a little bit of damage, doesn't make sense to take that fast repairs. The lights are out on the iRacing.com pace car, which means we are about to go green flag once again. These cars entering 3 now. We'll hop up with our buddy Barney, who's ready to wave the green.
Green, green, green.
There he goes. Barney says, let her rip, Tater Chip, and they're off once again. Great start by the 44 of Joe Irwin. Brad Young and Sharn Hill battling behind him for second place. A lot of side-by-side through the field. As back for 6th, 7th, 8th place. Now they go single file a little bit. We got some movers here. D. Wright in the 84 up 10 positions from where he started. Make that 11. The 24 of Garrett Walden was quick in practice, was not able to have it transfer over to qualifying, looking to make his way up through the field, currently up 6 positions. The leaders are starting to spread out now. battling in the mid-pack here for 8th place, the 24 and the 55. Back and forth for 8th and 7th. It's like Garrett Walden will secure 7th place behind him. Now the 55 and the 46 of Lipicki battling. There we go. High line, low line. Few different drivers choosing different lines. We'll see what plays out. Now, like I mentioned earlier, tire management. That is also the name of the game tonight, as long as they have green flag racing. You get too many yellows, it kind of starts to make your tires a little bit more wonky with the heat cycles. So now we are pretty single file freight train rolling. The 92 dipping down to the inside here. No, tucks back up. Have to see how we go. Josh Mueller coming back up through the field. Currently 14th. Looking to make up some time there from that unfortunate caution that just happened. 3 wide at the back of the field. 29 of Matthew Fritz. And the 56 of Walt Lipicki battling it out here. So there you go, single file. So now our leader, the 44, Joe Irwin, already out to a second lead over second place. Second place has got about he's got about 3/4 a second on third place. And then they start to single file. As you can see in the back of that shot there, they are single file as far back as the eye can see. Oh, as I say it, we got some side-by-side action. The 2 of Jay Stinson. 92 of Travis Burton. Little action going on here. This is the closest battle on track currently, as there are 25 laps done here at Richmond Raceway. 92 looking to the inside of Stinson. Can't quite carry the speed. Tucks up behind. Oh, we got some more action up here. D. Wright making the moves. Taking away 7th place. Now the 40. Oops, the 40. Looking to get by the 46 of Lipicki. See if he can do it on the inside. Can't quite get it done, as they are still door to door. Leaders still pretty spread apart. Checking the timing stats now. This is the most excitement on the track right now for 8th and 9th place and 10th. Oh, as we see the 40 get loose now, he's going to drop back quite a few positions, unfortunately. It's just got loose coming out the corner. D. Wright holding on to that 7th spot. Now it's about 2 seconds to 6th place. So a whole separate group of cars here. We see the 55 diving down low, maybe looking to make a move. Not nearly enough speed for that. He'll decide to tuck back in. A little wobble from the 46. Single file all the way back. Joe Irwin still a 1.85 second lead. Second and third, here we go. 5 of Sharn Hill looking to take it away from the 78 of Brad Young. Can he get it done? 68 of Devin Butchino right behind him says maybe I can get a position here too on the inside. Looking to move up as Sharn Hill is now in 2nd place. Current battle here for 3rd. Who is going to emerge on top and secure that P3 position? We got the 68 on the inside and the 78 on the outside. Who can carry the most speed? Looks like the 68 pulls ahead just a little bit there on that run. In the meantime, the 36 of Devin Zimmerman and the 24 of Garrett Walden creeping up on these guys, battling side by side here. As now they take it side by side as well. The 68 pulls up in front of the 78 of Young, securing that P3 position. Brad Young falling to 4th. Battle for 5th is on. The 36 of Zimmerman and the 24 of Walden. Back and forth, lap after lap right now. Looks like the 24 might get a little better run on the inside, but there's not enough space to slot back up. As we see the 24 getting past the 78 of Young as well, and actually moving up to 4th position. Young falling to 5th and Zimmerman to 6th. So for our biggest mover of the night, Jay Stinson up 10 positions, currently in 9th, side by side with the 84 of Wright. And you get it. Oh, the 2 gets loose on corner exit there. Able to hold on to it. Leaders spreading out a little bit. Oh, Young looking to, or not Young, sorry. Zimmerman looking to the inside. Gets it done. Leaders now single file to the back of the field. Travis Burton up to, battling for 12th with Billy Tithoff. Inside, outside, can he get it done? They are side by side, battling good from the front to the back. When they are side by side, these guys are doing amazing. Especially at these short tracks. Let's jump back up now. Oh, it's the 92, does get by him. Takes 12th position. See up here, leaders spreading out. Our leader, the 44 of Joe Irwin. A 2.6 second lead right now. He is on a whole nother planet from these guys currently. Number 5, Sean Hill in 2nd. I have to see if he can reel him in. Looks like I said earlier in the broadcast, they have about 100 laps of fuel. They only have to pit once for fuel, but I have to wonder if we might see more pit stops for tires. These short tracks like to eat up them tires, and the last thing you want is a blowout. Rest of the field seems to have settled down. Not much action. Let's ride on board with tonight's sponsor. The sponsor of tonight's race, the number 5 Sharm Hill. Tonight's race brought to you by Sentiel Fit. 2nd place. On board now. You can hear they're not on throttle for very long. Roll around those corners. Sure, a little bit of brake as well to get it rotated. But very little throttle time here at this track. Right up tight against the wall on the straights and down to the yellow line in the corners. Now we see about 3.3 seconds to the leader. You have to imagine he's just fighting off this man here, the 68 of Devin Butchino. He's trying to gain on him here. Stage break is in just a couple laps. At the end of lap 50. We'll have to see what he can do, as now they seem to be approaching some lap traffic. See how that'll shake up. And that is the 16 of Derek Da Silva. He's going to try, I think, to keep those leaders behind him before this. Oh, maybe not. He's going to let them go by. That's a very respectful thing to do. Let the leaders race their race. Love to see a great racecraft here at the Stock Car Sim Racing Association all around. Fortunately, Da Silva is a lap down. As we see Hall, the 81 of Hall, is 2 laps down. As now the 41 of Charles Chucky Balance is in pit lane. Let's see what's going on track. Not too much. Pretty spread out. 48 laps completed here at Richmond Raceway. The stage break just around the corner. Our leader, Joe Irwin, 3.3 second lead. Absolutely dominating here tonight in the first stint of this race. We see Josh Mueller, unfortunately, still at the back of the field, down 10 positions, involved in a caution earlier this evening. I bet he is looking forward to stacking these cars back up and hopefully moving up through the field on this restart.
Yellow flag is out.
And there it is, the end of the first stage. Or the only stage, I should say. Great display of racing from the 44 of Joe Irwin. Got out front and never even had to check his rear view. He is so far ahead. Now we'll have to see if he can hold on to that for the long portion of this race. Now the rest of this race is going. The next caution we'll see will be because of a wreck. Folks, we will be right back after this short commercial break. A word from our sponsors. Well, it'd help if I'd unmute myself, folks. Sorry about that. Welcome back. As we are stacking them back up, everyone is cycling in and out of pit currently. Joe Irwin, our leader. Hill in second. Butchino, third place. Walden in fourth, and Zimmerman to round out the top five. Young in sixth, with Gomes in seventh, Stinson eighth, ninth is Grier. Rounding out the top 10 will be Burton. D. Wright is going to be 11th. 12th will be Lepicki. 13th will be, oh my gosh, Tidhaw. 14th, Fritz. 15th, Lepicki. So we see the lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car, which means they will be going green once again. Mueller back to 16th position, and De Silva in 17th. Hall 2 laps down in 18th, and Charles Chucky Balance out of tonight's race, unfortunately. As the pace car dips down into pit lane. Green flag racing once again here at Richmond Raceway. Turn up the volume. Let's listen to these guys fly on by. Oh, and a wreck is happening. Oh no. Still green for now. Not sure who that was. It was towards the back of the field. No caution for that. That is unfortunate. Irwin out to a big lead already. Hill back a few positions now to fourth place. The 24 of Garrett Walden up into the top 3 tonight. Said he was quickest in practice, wasn't able to get a qualify. Oh, the 70s, was that the 78 of Brad Young got a little loose there. 24 and the 5 side by side right now, fighting for that third position. Who's going to come out on top? It seems like I've seen moves made on the inside and the outside this evening, so anything is possible here as the 24 will secure that third position for now. The 5, Sharn Hill, tucking back in behind. We'll look back through the rest of the field. Everyone else pretty spread out. No action on the field currently. Irwin out to a 0.4 of a second lead here. Butchino does not want to see him get that far ahead again. Still, the 44. Dropping down, must have got loose. Wow, okay, folks, that means the 68 of Devin Butchino. Oh, Irwin's going to pit. Okay. I have to wonder if that is a strategy call there. Not sure, but our new leader is the 68. Followed in... Oh, yellow flag is out there. Let's have a look at this one here. Looks like Travis Burton was wrapped up in that one. Let's see. Looks like he just got a little loose there, perhaps. Still nothing major yet. Oh, there you can go and see it going. Tags the 78 of Young, unfortunately. 92 able to keep it off the wall. Young is as well. I have to imagine not a lot of damage there, unfortunately. I'll tell you who that does play out well for is going to be the 44 of Joe Irwin, who had to go down, went down into pit lane right before that caution came out. So instead of possibly going laps down, looks like he'll be able to pit and stay on the lead lap. Have to keep an eye on him as we know he is fast. I have to imagine that he will be back up front sooner or later, as long as he can stay out of trouble. Lots of people choosing to come down pit lane now, as you can see on the bottom of your screen there. Mueller in pit once again. Greyer as well, and Burton and Young, of course. Have to imagine after a little bit of sliding and damage there. Folks, this is our 4th caution of the evening. To see, it has been some pretty darn good racing this evening. Unfortunately, 92, Travis Burton just got a little loose there. And around he went, tagged the 78 of Brad Young and brought out the caution. Unfortunate, but it's racing. Things happen. Good display of racing tonight from these drivers. Once again, tonight's race is the Sentiel Fit 175. Appreciate them sponsoring a race for these guys. It's always great to have a few sponsors to make these races interesting. Racing for money. $50 to the winner tonight. $20 to the pole winner, who was the 68 of Devin, but you know, and $10 to the hard charger, which is the most positions gained from the start without any incident points. Making things a little interesting here tonight, as the lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car, which means we will be green flag racing once again momentarily. We'll hop up with our favorite flagman, Barney, anxiously anticipating the pace car. As we see it now dipping into pit lane.
Green's out. Green flag.
Green, green, green here at Richmond Raceway once again. We'll stay right with the action as the 68 gets a good start there. Out in the lead, the first 4 cars deciding to get single file. We have the 55, Ryan Gomes was, the 46 and the Michael Lipicki there on the inside. The 79 of Billy Titoff, who looks like got up into the wall as we see him dropping back in the field now. Single file ahead, currently 3 wide for a moment. Titoff in the wall again. Here's Josh Mueller looking to make his way back up the field and get a good finish tonight. He was racing pretty darn good before that one caution he was caught up in. We'll have to see. 44, Joe Irwin back up now to 7th place. I'm having to pit under green. Got lucky with the caution coming out. Able to stay on the lead lap. Needs to be looking to get back to the front. Now the 24 of Garrett Walden, as long as he hasn't been involved in any incidents, which I don't believe he has, is our biggest mover of the evening. Up 11 positions from where he started, running P2 right now. Hot on the heels of the 68. Close behind him, the number 5, Sharn Hill. He is got about half a second behind our leaders here, as we see Garrett Walden now making a move for the lead. Looks like he's able to get it done. I don't know, maybe the 68 must have got a little loose or something. Lost of momentum there. 24 is able to get around him and pull away now. Butchino is going to have to be worried about that 5 of Sharn Hill now hot on his heels. Good racing here this evening at Richmond Raceway. Thank you all for tuning in on this wonderful Wednesday night to the Royalty Racing Network. Bringing you all the action for the Next Gen Series. Brought to you by Dev's Sports Cards. It's shaping up to be a great season. I'm looking forward to seeing how this one all pans out. Walden pulling away from Butchino now. Go back through the field here. Lipicki and the 44, Joe Irwin. He's moving up to 6th place. Back up to the field. It won't be long now, I have to imagine. he will get back up to that top 3 group and possibly even back to the lead. How fast he was running. You never know, though. He's got a lot of cars to get around yet. And it ain't always easy when you can't take the line you want or maybe how fast you want to take it. Fritz in the 29, currently running 8th, up 3 positions from where he started. Talk about most unlucky so far. The 78 of Brad Young, down 10 positions from where he started. Very unfortunate. Top pack still about spaced out, single file. Look at that, though. The 44, Joe Irwin, getting into this picture. Picking them off one by one, lap after lap. If you look to the inside of the 55, going to take away that 5th position. Gets it done, charging back up through the field. Current leader, though, out by 0.7 of a second in the lead, the 24, Garrett Walden. That is a big gap from him to Irwin. Irwin's got about a 1.7 off of him. He's got to make it up here. Now, Irwin's last lap was a 22.72, and Walden's was a 22.67, so Walden running quicker than Irwin right now. We'll have to see it. So they go in the back field. Brad Young looking to make up some positions here. Trying to get as many as he can. Still quite a bit of racing left as we got about 90 laps or so left. 36, Devin Zimmerman might be looking to get back around the 44. Hopefully the 44 wasn't driving her too hard and burning up too much tire here. Now we have to, everyone has pitted. So everyone will, and by lap, the latest or the earliest pit so far is actually from Charles Chucky Balance, who's out of the race. So as of now, if everyone took fuel when they pit, and I have to imagine they did, they'll be good on fuel for the rest of the race. The only thing now we might see these guys pitting for would be tires. 44, Joe Irwin, up to 4th place now here, looking to get to 3rd. Right on the bumper of Sharn Hill. Can he get it done? Sharn Hill's not going to make it easy for him, that's for sure. He wants to hold on to that P3 position. Irwin now running quicker lap times than the leader, but not by much. Hill up the track. Irwin to the inside, coming into 3. Can he get the move done on exit? He does. Irwin back up to 3rd place on the hunt for the 68. About a half a second in front of him currently. It's absolutely crushing it coming back up through the field on that last restart there. Oh, Garrett Walden still the solid lead over 2nd, but the way that Irwin is running quicker and quicker every lap than the leader, we shall see. Good racing here. Grier looking to get a position on right. So he's able to get it done. Might have been a little contact there. The 84 got a car's a little upset, able to keep it going. Lepicki trying to hold off the 29 of Fritz. looking like he is able to do it here. Irwin now closing in the gap on Buchino. 0.2 off of him. You could see him hard on the brakes there. Those rotors were glowing. Now we see our leader there on that shot. Our leader might be coming into some lap traffic. Oh, our leader is blinking. Oh, no. Leader dealing. All right, he's back now. Leader dealing with some lap traffic. Oh, as we see the 44 behind him get around Buchino. Buchino, wow, okay. Now he's on the, the 79 blinking. Got a little loose, almost took out P3 there. Irwin reeling in the leader. Only 0.6 off of him. How many laps do you think it will take? Now, with this long green flag run, we're starting to see lap traffic with some of these slower paced cars. 44 still able to keep ticking down that gap. It's getting smaller and smaller, corner after corner, lap after lap. So we see now here, back here, almost three wide. Oh gosh, close there. The 55 of Gomes and the 36 of Zimmerman. Able to keep it going. Let's go back up. Oops, sorry to Joe Irwin. Still closing in on that leader. Nothing there yet. Oh, to see that. You see that teal and black 79. He is a lap down currently. He's done a nice job of just kind of staying out of the way. Very respectful to everybody. Gotta love that. Walden right now gotta be feeling the pressure, seeing those that gap tick down as we see maybe some connection issues from the 24 of Walden as he was blinking there. As we see now the 44 right on the heels of Walden. There he is again. That's gonna make for some hard passing for the 44 if that keeps up. Looking solid now, but that gap keeps getting smaller and smaller. Hot on his heels. I think the rest of the field is somewhat spread out now. We'll keep the action here. The battle for the lead. Irwin going up high. Skirting low, trying to get a look at the run he gets off a corner exit there to the inside of Walden. Looking to regain the lead once again. Folks, he started, don't quote me, I want to say he was around 12th here, or 11th on that last restart. And all the way back up to the lead with ease, passing everybody on the track. Oh, but the 24 says, hey, I'm going to throw a move here. He didn't want to give that up so easily. Not able to hold on to it. 44 is about to say, see you later. The 44 has been dominating performance all night long. Let's go back here. I thought maybe there might have been some action. Pretty spread out through the field. Last car on the lead lap, I believe, is, yes, Young. Brad Young. Now, folks, like I said, saving tire is a big issue here, and that is kind of why I think you see a lot of these gaps between drivers. Everyone's got a different way and style on how they may save tires, or maybe not as much knowledge on how to save tire. And so you're going to have people going at different, they're going to have different tread left and, or rubber left, Jesus. As we now see the 68 and the 24 side by side. Butchino wants to take away that second position. Looks like he will get it done here. 24 falling back to third position. Joe Irwin now already up to a 1.3 second lead. He says, see you later. I tell you, this guy knows this track. From the performance he is putting on here tonight, lots of single file action here. As now we see De Silva in pit. Been in pit for about a minute now. Unfortunate. Hopefully he is not out of the race. Maybe just decided to get some tires. Still on pit lane. Our leader, 44, Joe Irwin. Man, just absolute powerhouse tonight. Garrett Walden, though, still our biggest mover of the evening, up 10 positions from where he started. Actually, I scratched that, tied with Jay Stinson in the number 2, who is also up 10 positions from where he started. The two most unfortunate drivers tonight are 78 of Brad Young, 26 of Josh Mueller, both down 9 positions from where they started. Quite a bit back from the rest of the guys here. So we see Irwin's lead continue to grow over Butchino. And even his gap now to third place is about a second. And then the gap to fourth is about a second. And then we got about half a second to fifth. So our top 5 right now, pretty strung out. Kind of just riding around. I have to wonder if they will pit one more time for tires or not. Oh, and I misspoke before when I said they are good on fuel. Man, I can do math. I'm sorry, folks. With the last pits being on 63s and 52s, about 100 laps of fuel, they will need to pit one more time. Correct. I'm not afraid to admit I made a mistake. I'm sorry I quoted that wrong, gave you wrong information before, as we now see Mueller coming back down pit lane, perhaps getting tires and enough gas to end the race, or to get him to the end of the race. We'll have to see when the leaders decide to pit. De Silva's still in pit for 3.5 minutes. Have to wonder if he is done for the evening. Our leader, once again, the 44, Joe Irwin, out here putting on a clinic. Not much action going throughout the field. Oh, actually we have Zimmerman and Gomes looking for a little action here. But maybe not. We are 110 laps into this 175 lap race. Great race in here tonight by everybody. Huge shout out to those guys. They are doing great. Decent gaps amongst the field. Does help when you are going all in a row, but that's just how it is at these tracks. Looking at right now, the 29 and Matthew Fritz. Jay Stinson in the number 2, Blue Ridge Machine, currently our biggest mover. Oh, nope, tied now. Garrett Walden getting with Garrett Walden in second place now, getting past Sharn Hill. Must have got a little loose there to be able to get past, for the 24 to get past him. Folks, once again, tonight's race is sponsored by Sentinel Fit. This is the Sentinel Fit 175 at Richmond Raceway. Not much action. We see now Lipicki coming into pit. Everyone else still pretty spread out amongst it. No real action. Sharn Hill up, or not Sharn Hill, Joe Irwin up 2.6 seconds on second place right now. Garrett Walden. Of course, they're now going past the 79 of Billy Tithoff. Currently 2 laps down. Let's see here. It looks like Young is going to be the last car on the lead lap. Oh, we have people pitting here. We have Stinson and Lipicki pitting. I see. My timing tower is going all sorts of crazy. Now I'm showing Buccino a lap down. Everyone seems to be starting to go through some different pit cycles here. We'll have to see how that plays out. Currently, 5th place, D. Wright, up 12 positions currently. Actually making him the biggest mover. Was he? I can't remember if he was involved in an incident. He does have a little contact, a little scraping on the front right there. So if he does have an incident point, I believe that'll make him null and void. We'll take a look here. Walden and Hill, pretty close battle going on. Getting down to the end of this one as we see now Wright coming down pit lane. He will go a lap down. Some of these pit times are so quick, I wonder if I missed one or two. 2 of Stinson looking to unlap himself. Have to wonder if maybe the leaders will come to pit soon, seeing some of these other cars pitting. Oh, the 2 gets loose. Able to hold on to it. Oh, keeps her off the wall and holds on to it. We'll stay green. Sharn Hill closing in a little time. As now, the 44 in the pit lane. Our leader pitting now, making Garrett Walden the 24 our new leader. I have to imagine these other guys might come down pit lane here in a lap or two. Walden might stay out to get a lap led and then decide to come in. We'll have to see. A bunch of different pit strategies here, different laps. As now our leader having to deal with some lap traffic ahead. Folks, with the way the pit stops are right now, there are only 4 cars on the lead lap. Joe Irwin back out on track. Currently running 8th. We'll have to see what he can do to get back up there. Now Garrett Walden now into pit. Sharn Hill staying out, getting his lap led. Matthew Fritz and Chase Grier also need to pit. Brad Young, Josh Hall, and Travis Burton all have not pit since lap 63, with Hill on lap 52. I have to imagine he will be coming in very shortly. Behind him, the 68, Buccino. He's already pitted. He's got enough tire and gas for the rest of this one.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, and caution flag comes out. What a break for these leaders. I tell you, that is what they wanted to see. We have to go here. Not seeing what brought out the caution. Yeah, I am not sure what brought that out. Now we see the 5 of Sharn Hill come down pits, the 29 of Fritz, Billy Tithoff, and, well, Derek De Silva now in pits for 11 minutes. I have to imagine his race is done. Tithoff in pit for a minute and a half. He is going to be at the back of the field no matter what. Now, he'll probably be a few laps down, but the caution will help that a little bit. Folks, it's been a good one here tonight at Richmond Raceway, the Sentiel Fit. 175. Sharn Hill back out on track. Still registered as our leader. We'll have to see if that updates as we go past the start finish here. Thank everyone for tuning in this evening to Royalty Racing Network. Happy to be bringing you this action here at Richmond Raceway. See him here, still single file. Saying the 44. Is that who, where the caution came from? Car looks to be in good shape. Folks, now the 44, Joe Irwin, has led a lot of laps here tonight. Currently sitting 10th. He pitted under green. So we will have to see where this all shakes up. So now the cars are getting waved around the pace car. Go, brings us our current leader, the 5 of Sharn Hill. P2, the 29 of Fritz. P3, Greyer. Coming in 4th, the 78 of Young. And rounding out the top 5, be the 68 of Butchinell. Alex, we are getting down here. Oh, I completely missed the start. I didn't even think we were ready yet. No one else was lined up. All right, sorry about that, folks. We are green flag racing again. Field a bit spread out on the start of that one, or I am just slacking. Both are incredibly possible. 5 of Sharn Hill out in the lead. He's got to be loving that. And putting on, sponsoring tonight's race. The lead car, single file again. We see a little side-by-side action here of Butchinell and the 81, who is a lap down, not for position there. We got some lap cars mixed up with the lead lap cars and all that fun stuff. Brad Young was having a rough night. We had mentioned that he was one of the, more unfortunate, but now up to 5th place on the lead lap. Sharn Hill up front by almost half a second. Irwin all the way up to 9th, looking to make that 8th place as he passes Gomes. We'll get that done with ease. Single file in front of him. That's here, Josh Hall and Mueller. Both a lap down. Fighting to be that first car 1 lap down just in case there's another caution to get that lucky dog. Looks like Mueller will hold on to that one. Hill out front by almost a second now. Fritz in second place. And currently our biggest mover up 9 positions from where he started. Here we go, the blue label number 40 up to 3rd place. Good to see him up here. Lipicki looking maybe to make a move on Zimmerman for 5th. Can't quite carry the speed into the corner there. .44 of Irwin's got a lot of catching up to do if he wants to win this one. This one's starting to wind down, folks. Getting to the end. You want to get out there and win it. Especially the 44. I know he's been up front most of this race, just absolutely crushing. We'll have to see if he can get it done in time with about 35 laps remaining. Look now. But you know, looking to get up to 3rd place. Looking to the inside of Grar. They're side by side down the backstretch. Into the turn. I think he will get it done here. Yes, he will. The 68 up to 3rd place. Now setting his sight on Fritz, who's currently in 2nd. That's a big gap, though. That is about a 2-second gap up to 2nd place. Who hasn't been letting the 5 of Sharn Hill get too far away. I mean, he is almost a second away, but hasn't been gaining too much. We'll have to see how that turns out. Travis Burton's still in pit. Unfortunate. Put him several laps down. They say pretty spread out right here for now. We'll have to see how long that stands. Zimmerman and Lipicki getting a little close there. That's going to be the 5th position. This is the closest action on field. Now we see Mueller up there, the 26. That's not for position, though. He is back in 12th right now. So is the 78 in front of him, also laps down, position 15. So these guys got a little bit of lap traffic to work through as they're racing. Hill was still a decent lead over Fritz. Not much being done there. Richno looking to make up nearly almost 2.5 seconds to 2nd place and over 3 seconds to 1st place. See the 92 coming out of pit lane there. He had a very long pit stop. Looks like he's back out on track to at least get the car to the finish line. Irwin now. Oh no! Saw it live here. Of course, I looked away for a second. Go back and look at that. That is unfortunate. Now, that's going to shake things up here for the last the last bit of this race. It was all spread out. We'll have to see what happened. Like, comes up the track, everything's fine. 84 cents. Oh, 84 just kind of looks like center in a little too hard. Lost control of it. Tags the 44. The 44 into the wall on that left rear. Probably some damage, unfortunately. Now we see everyone coming to pit on my timing tower here. Let's go back live. We have Hill, Fritz, Butchno, almost everybody coming to pit here one last time, we'd imagine. Probably for fresh tires. Get a set of freshies, make this interesting. Everyone's going to be all stacked back up. Our sixth caution of the evening here at Richmond Raceway for the Sentiel Fit 175. See now everyone coming off of pit road. I have to imagine it'd be tires only. If the fuel runs were 100 laps, should be good on that. A light car and fresh tires might be exactly what you need. Can Hill hold on to this and win the race he sponsored? Now, wouldn't that be awesome? 44 of Irwin. Like, he'll be rolling off 11th here. Our leader for a lot of the evening now. To the back, he's got a lot of work to do to get back up front if he wants to win it. Solid driver all night long, the 68 of Butchno. Man, this guy, every week you see him up front. He's got a, here, let's bring it up. He is well decorated. 63 career Scsra wins. 8-time champion, 3 times in the next gen, 1 time in the Xfinity, and 4 times in the truck. I know he's looking to add to those numbers. And the head honcho here at Scsra. So we see now the lights off on the iRacing.com pace car. And the other cars getting waved around. Looks like we will be green flag with about 24 laps to go. We'll have to see how this plays off. What do you think, Chad? Do you think we'll see another caution here within these last 24 laps? Or are they going to go green? Everyone's going to be fighting hard here at Richmond. So we'll hop up now with Barney as he gets ready. Green flag is out. 24 laps to go. Who's going to bring home the win and become $50 richer? Sharon Hill out to a good launch on that restart. Butchno up to second. Fritz trying to hold on to third. Got some action here in the back. The front 3 gets single file right away. Zimmerman holding on to the top 5 position, battling with Greyer. Looks like was able to get it done there. Up to 4th. Now Gomes says, give me that P5 spot. It's getting down to the wire, but who's that right behind him? The 44 of Joe Irwin already up to 6th place, up 5 positions on that restart already. Can he get it done? Is there enough time for him to crawl up these last positions and get back to the lead? And will these guys have anything to say about it? As I see Butchno, looks like he got super loose there, falling back to 3rd, possibly even 4th. Zimmerman gets side by side with them. Hill's got to love to see that now as he's got a second lead coming to 20 laps to go when they cross the line this next time. What a shakeup there. Oh, who had another yellow who voted that? You would be right. Tell you who doesn't want to see that. It's the 5 of Sharon Hill. Joe Irwin now going to be restarting 5th. Creeping back up. We all know that he has been fast, and when he got out to the lead was able to just hold on to it and pull away. Let's go back and look. Looks like Lipicki was involved in that. Well, let's rewind a little further, shall we? Alright, looks like he just, maybe gets tight in the corner. Maybe a little net code from the 2. It's not able to hold on to it, unfortunately. No damage, though. Just a little tire wear. So that's gotta be... That's a good thing for him. He shouldn't have to pit unless he wants to get tires, but... And I do see him in pit lane, actually, so he might be doing just that. 7th caution here tonight at Richmond Raceway. Folks, we're at the end of this one here. So we're going to see a lot of hard racing, everyone pushing it as much as they possibly can to get every position. Now I have to wonder if Sharn Hill is nervous about that 44. Probably sees him on his relative now, starting P5. We'll have to see, though. Lights are still on the iRacing.com pace car. That'll be single file around the track another time before they double up. Yes, silly netcode indeed. You know, I am happy when iRacing releases new content, but sometimes I wish they'd spend just a little bit more time on some of these netcode issues. But what can you do? It's still great racing simulator. My favorite. Spend too many hours on this, more than I probably should. Whether it be racing or broadcasting, I spend a lot of time on iRacing. But the lights should be off this time. They are, as we go double file around one more time. We'll have to see if this will go green the rest of the way, or if maybe we might have a few more cautions here at the end. Everyone's going to be battling hard, not giving an inch. Down the back stretch they go again. Barney's getting a workout in at the 7th caution of the evening. Let's hop with him. Barney, how you doing? Oh, he's already got that flag up and ready. Barney, one of our hardest workers here at Road 2 Racing Network. All right, pit car. Oh my God, pace cars in. We are green flag racing again. Good start from the inside and the outside lanes. Hill not able to jump out as far as the past restarts. Pushing a right on his tails. Oh, and we have a spin in the back. Yellow flag will come out once again. It looks like that was the 2 of Jay Stinson. Let's take a look at that one. Let's see what happens here. Nice side by side. See, the 40 got loose out there. Ooh, just a little. Looks like maybe the 2 might have slowed up a little to not hit the 55. 24, just a little bump there. Unfortunately, contact at that inside wall. Doesn't look to be too bad, but still unfortunate for Stinson, as he was at one point one of the biggest movers of the evening, but now with an incident point. I have to imagine he got one anyway. Sharn Hill, tonight's race sponsor, with the Sentiel Fit 175 at Richmond, currently leading it. Butchino looking to add another win to his statistic sheet there. Bring home a win tonight and get in the playoffs himself. Luckily for the 2 of Jay Stinson, who we just saw spin around there, he was the week 1 winner, so he is into the playoffs. Not here tonight. The 0-2 of Corey Bunch, who went back-to-back wins last week and the week before. Not able to make the race tonight, unfortunately, but thankfully for him, he is also locked into the playoffs. Folks, it looks like it'll be 11 laps to go when we go green. The lights should be off this time by, and they will stack up 2 by 2. 14 cars on the lead lap, with Young being 1 lap down. Burton and Titoff, both double digits for laps down. So we'll go up with, once again, we'll go to Barney. Oh, he's got the yellow flag. I might have switched to him a little bit early. Barney, you can put the yellow flag down in between. You can put it down, brother. His arm's got to be killing him. He's not wondering why. Oh, there we go. Now he switches out the green. He's got that green flag ready, which means we'll see the pace car here any second dip down into pit lane. There it is. With 11 laps to go, Hill's going to take the green flag for us here in the Sentiel Fit 175. Who's going to come home victorious? Oh, looks like Hill got a little loose there on corner exit. That might allow the 68 to get around him, but don't look now. The 44, Joe Irwin, up to 4th place. Looking to get back up to the lead here.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yellow flag is out once again. Unfortunately, let's see here. Looks like 40 of Greyer was wrapped up in that. Let's go back and take a look. Oosh, oh, we're already in it. Let's back up here a little bit more. All right, looks like maybe a little check up there on the 26 gets a little tight. 40 checks up hard. 84 doesn't really probably have any clue that that's going on. Makes a little contact. Oh, I went back too far. Oh, never mind. He just got loose on the exit there. Oh, and into the wall. That's definitely going to be some damage. Unfortunate for the 40. Goodness gracious. Back up front, leading now is the 68 of Butchno. P2 Hill, but going to be starting right behind the 68 on the inside row is the number 44 of Joe Irwin. Gosh, this is going to be a close one. Can he get back up to the lead? We know he's fast. Can he do it? These guys in front of him have also been fast all night long. Their 9th caution of the evening. Figured we'd see quite a few more here at the end. People are going to be racing hard. They want all those spots. It's now or never. Now or never. Folks, I want to thank you all again for hanging out with me tonight here for the Stock Car Sim Racing Association Dev Sports Cards Next Gen Series. And of course, the race tonight brought to you by Sentiel Fit. I'd have to imagine that the lights will be off on the pace car this time by get them stacked up to go racing again. Indeed they are. It's like Buccino electing takes a top side on this restart. So we'll hop back up with Barney once again. Get that workout in, Barney. Wave that flag. Green flag with 5 laps to go here at Richmond Raceway. Out to a good lead, but we see the 44 dipping below everybody. 3 wide for second place. Who's going to get it? Oh, no. We see a car off, spinning off. It looked like that was Mueller way in the back of the field. Buccino will get out front. Irwin in second. 4 laps to go. Can he catch him? We'll have to see here. A little side-by-side battle here for 4th and 5th place. Hill looking to hold on to a top 5, but falling back the wrong direction. Can they keep it going? Green here. 3 laps to go. Buccino still got a great lead over second place. The 44 of Joe Irwin. And the caution is out. That will bring out a green-white checkered attempt. Let's see here. Looks like Michael Lepicki wrapped up in this one as well. Ooh, there's a contact between the 81 and the 46 there. Sends him up the track and into the wall. Ooh, then gets hit by the 79, unfortunately. Ooh, tough break for the 46 of Lepicki. Well, folks, this means now Irwin's got another shot to win this. If he can get out front now, there isn't a big gap between him and Devin. Man, getting exciting here at the end. Just when you think it's gonna be over, yellow flag flies. Green-white checkered attempt. It's like Lepicki towed to pits. I wonder if he will be back out for this or not. Gonna be a good finish. Yes, indeed. I can feel it in my bones. Long race. Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like most of these cautions happening on the back end of this race. But I guess and that's bound to happen. This is a short track, some big powerful cars, couple mistakes, one little mistake here or there, and that's all it takes. You see Tidhoff in pit. La Silva been in pit for the past 40 minutes. Safe to say, he's just chilling in his car, just waiting for this one to be over. Thinking about maybe what he could have done different or what happened to him. Who knows? Lights are off on the iRacing.com pace car. We will try to get this one finished here. So this is going to be a good battle between the 68 and the 44. Coming into 3, we'll hop up with Barney. You know he's ready. Pace car's in pit lane. Here we go. Green, white, checkered. Let's go racing. But gets a good start. 44 hot on his tail. Can he get it done? All close up front. But looks like he got a little better exit there. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Who's gonna win it? We see the 36 dive into the inside of the 29 for 3rd position back there. Will he get it done? Carr off onto the apron. 44 right on the bumper. Can he do anything? No, he can't. Tonight's winner, the 68 of Devin Butchino. Great race by the number 68. The 44 as well. Just absolute great racing tonight from this league, from all these drivers. So happy to be part of it here with Royalty Motorsports. I know he's going to be happy to add another tally to his stats there. Another win. Very well done. Let me get the race results for this evening. First place in the 68, Devin Butchino. 2nd place, 44 of Joe Irwin. The 29 of Matthew Fritz. Rounding out your top 3, 36 of Devin Zimmerman. In 4th, and the 5 tonight's sponsor, along with Sentinel Fit. Number 5, Chevy of Sharnhill. Rounding out the top 5. 6th place will be Garrett Walden. And in 7th, Josh Hall. And 8th will be the 84 of D. Wright. And 9th will be the 78 of Brad Young. Ended up having a good night despite some trouble early. Rounding out the top 10 will be the 55 of Ryan Gomes. And 11th place, the 56 of Walt Lepicki. And in 12th, the 40 of Chase Grier. 13th place will be the 26 of Josh Mueller. And 14th will be the 2 of Jay Stinson. Rounding out the top 15 will be the 46 of Michael Lepicki. 16th place will be Travis Burton, and in 17th place will be Billy Tithoff. 18th place will be Derek Da Silva, and rounding out the field will be the 41 of Charles Chucky Balance. Well, there you have it, folks. Stick around. I'm going to take a short commercial break and then be back with driver interviews for your top 3. All right, folks, let's get into it with these driver interviews. Coming in P3, the 29 of Matthew Fritz. Matt, this is Matt up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
And great race tonight. Up 8 positions from where you started to get P3. take me through tonight. What was the racing like from your point of view?
Well, first of all, I gotta apologize to Josh Hall and Josh Molnar. I accidentally wrecked both of them. That was terrible on my part. I feel terrible. Um, the race was crazy. It was clean, and then I wasn't very good, so me and Chase Greer stayed out, and then we got a lucky caution, and that's what put me up front.
Yes, sir. I did mention that. The staying out just so happened to work in a few drivers' favors there, that or that caution kind of during the pit cycle. Man, I say you are kind of saw you at the back a little bit and then up front ever since that caution or that pit cycle caution combo there. Great race tonight. Anybody you'd like to thank and shout out this evening?
Yeah, I gotta thank my teammates Chase and Jay, Venom. Justin wasn't here. I gotta thank my mom, dad, and my grandmother for watching. My mom's sponsor on the car, and yeah, I gotta thank you for broadcasting.
Hey, no problem. Hey, you have yourself a great evening. Enjoy this podium finish, man. We'll see you next week.
Appreciate it.
All right, that was the 29 of Matthew Fritz coming in. Position 3 tonight. Very well done. Very good, lucky pit stop for him. Awesome job. All right, let's speak with our position 2 finisher of the night, the 44 of Joe Irwin. Joe, this is Matt up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir. How we doing?
I am doing great. I tell you, it was crazy to watch you race tonight. You were up front for the first half of the race, just dominating the race. Kind of fell back, so made a little bit bad pit stuff on pits, but tell me about it, man. You were fast on rails all night.
Yeah, man. Coming in, I knew I had the pace. I like this track on the service. I got several wins just in public races. Confidence was high coming in, and then yeah, it started. I started pulling away and really just went a little slower than I could, just trying to make sure I didn't burn my tires up. But yeah, man, just kept pulling away. And actually, what happened is I had to serve a penalty. After the stage on the restart, I was up front and I had to serve a pass-through penalty because of a lane change. Like I gassed up and I was on the bottom and I pulled up to the top before the start finish line. That's against the rules. Luckily they actually yeah, I learned that the hard way. Well, I knew that, but I guess it just slipped my mind. So yeah, they called it out, which I'm actually thankful for. That way I could serve it in the race and not have to deal with post-race penalties. So I had to do a drive-through, and that's how I went to the back. And yeah, I went to the front again, and then the pit cycle started. Um, and then when I came back out, I actually brought out the next caution. I was on cold tires, and man, cold tires are rough at this track. So
Yes,
sure
sir,
enough,
they are.
I got yeah, I got sideways and brought the caution out, and sure enough, up in the back again. And then we pretty much all came and got some fresh rubber, came back out, and just kind of chipped away at it. I think I was 6th or 7th when that caution cycle kind of started at the end, the way it usually does, and we were getting like one spot here and there, just kind of moving our way up to the front. And luckily, I got up to 2nd for the green white checkered, and it went about how I expected it to go. You know, I figured he'd be in front of me in the last turn, and it was in my mind. I'm thinking, man, how hard do I hit him? You know, like how hard do I hit him? And I didn't hit him that hard at all. And because I'd rather put on a show and get 2nd than wreck him and win. You know, that's not how I want to win. So I'm happy with 2nd place. Of course, I'd like to win and get locked into the playoffs. But I'll take 2nd. You know, take the points and keep fighting for the win.
Heck yeah, and that's a very great mentality to have as a driver. I love to see it. This has been a great group of guys to broadcast. Congrats on your 2nd place finish tonight. Any sponsors, people you'd love to shout out?
No sponsors, but yeah, just want to shout out my nephew and my brother. They're usually watching. So Keegan and Bryson, what's up? Thanks for supporting me. Shout out to my wife for allowing me to stay in my cave and sim race way too much. And yeah, man, thanks to Sentinel Fit and Sharn for sponsoring tonight's race. Thanks to Devin and all the guys who run the show. You know, they do a great job, and I'm definitely happy to be a part of it, and looking forward to being a part of it moving forward for sure.
Indeed. Well, there you have it. You go enjoy this podium finish tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There we go, everybody. That was your P2 finisher tonight, the 44 of Joe Irwin. Now let's get with the man of the hour, the number 68, the head honcho, Mr. Devin Butchino. This is Matt up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
So, brother.
Not too much. Great racing tonight. You know, I noticed that you're always up front in the striking distance, able to pull it off tonight. What did you think on that final restart, having Joe to your outside there, knowing he's been fast all race?
Yeah, I did not want that last caution at all. He was the car to beat, man, even in the first stage, and that run right after, I think we were third or tail end of the top 5 for most of each of those runs, and he just wasn't falling off. So I was trying to figure out what I could do. So we decided to short pit him there on lap 110, and I think he pit around lap 120 with about 50 or so to go, but we'd gained about a 7-second advantage on him. So I'm like, man, if this just goes green, I think it may be enough because, 50 laps, 7 seconds, it's quite a bit, even with how fast he was. And then cautions breed cautions. We went a little late tonight. Apologies for that, but it's just short track racing, like Denny Hamlin would say. And just got a really good restart there to get by Sharn out of 2. And then I knew getting control of the restarts was huge. And we were close on a couple of them, finally got it, and then just had to hold off Joe for the last one.
And you were able to do it. He was giving you everything he had there at the end. I wasn't too sure how much he was going to move you on that last corner, and he played pretty nice.
Yeah, it makes 2 of us. I've never been bump and ran in these cars, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to just shoot straight. So I try to tap it right as he hit me, and I always welcome hard racing, man. I can't wait to go watch this one. I'm sure everyone enjoyed it. It may not be fun if I didn't win this one, but no, it was some really good racing out here, man. Our field's just so tight. Even in practice, 1st to 16th was separated by half a second in lap time. So it's a really competitive field. So happy to walk ourselves in the playoffs with Dega coming up next week because I can't even get into that place. I hate that place.
Yes, sir. And that's something I do bring up is that you guys are a very good group of racers. The battling is always hard, but it's respectful. And it's been even, tonight you had a few cautions, but like you said, it is short track racing. And when it's go time, it's go time.
Yeah, we've got a great group, man. It's been crafted. There's been obviously every legal have comers and goers, but the rules have been crafted. The mutual respect has been grown. And I think you've seen that even with the new guys coming in. As I said in the race day post in the Discord today, I think aggressive racing and respect can go hand in hand. And I think we saw that in some instances. A lot of guys were, not pulling over, but they'd let you have the lane if they saw you were faster and such. And it goes a long way at these places.
It sure does. And like I said, it's just been an absolute joy to do these broadcasts for you. Before I let you go tonight, sponsors, people you'd like to thank, let's hear them.
Yeah, absolutely. First off, I want to shout out my girlfriend Kaylee. It was her birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to her. I want to thank you, everyone at Royalty Racing Network. We're going to run the purple colors at Vegas in 2 weeks, so excited to debut that there. Just a little thank you to you guys. Can't thank you enough for coming on board. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope everyone watching is enjoying themselves. Thank you for watching. Dev Sports Cards, Level Up Subs, New Craft Fine Jewelry and Design, and everyone that makes it, what it is. It's not a one-man show. It takes a lot. It takes a village, and appreciate everyone that's involved for sure. Thank you to Sharn for sponsoring tonight, Sentinel Fit. Put some money on the line, which was cool. We've never had that before besides our All-Star race. So big thank you to Sharn. Just like I said, a lot of pieces go into it, man.
Yes, sir. Well, another great race and a great finish for you, sir. Go pour yourself a drink and enjoy this one, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
There you have it. That was our race winner of Devin Butchino. Great performance for him tonight. Let's see here. I wanted to talk to him earlier. Let's see if I can get the number 5 of Sharn Hill. Mr. Hill, this is Matt up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir.
Great racing from you tonight. Maybe not quite the finish you were looking for, but still a top 5, and you were out front for a good part of this race. Tell me about those last laps and kind of what happened to you.
Yeah, I played the strategy call perfectly for once. Usually I'm on the other side of the strategy situations that happen, but caution came out. I stayed out, decided to run it out and hope for a caution. It came out. Thought I was gonna kind of cruise to a win, and then flurry of cautions came out, and I don't know, one of those last restarts. I just didn't have any rear grip. I don't know if I did too much trying to keep heating the tires or what, but I just couldn't lean on the right rear like I was able to before and was sliding all around. It felt like I was just doing a drift for 2 laps straight, and I went from like first to fifth really quick.
Yes, very unfortunate indeed, but still a top 5 is a good finish. Now you sponsored tonight's race with the Sentinel Fit. Go ahead and tell us about them.
So Sentinel Fit is my personal training business. It started in Richmond, migrated to Virginia Beach, and in the process of opening my own studio back in Richmond again. I offer strength and conditioning coaching, weight loss coaching, both in person, and we're going to be opening up some online availability for clientele all around the country very soon as well. I'm partnering with the GNC to, make sure as many people in the United States can get the help that they need to have the body that they want and have the health that they want. So really proud to be leading that project, and everybody that's helped me so far. Being able to sponsor this race was a little bit of a token. I got into the gym because I was racing go-karts at the time and I wanted to stay in shape about 10 years ago. So if it wasn't for racing, I wouldn't be as deep into the fitness space as I am. So whenever I get a chance to give back and um, you know, inject some life into back into motorsports like it gave me, I try to take the opportunity to do it.
That is just awesome, and congrats on your journey running a business, and that can all be stressful, I am sure. And thank you from everybody for making things a little spicy tonight, putting some money up on the line. Now, do you have a website that our viewers at home could check out if they are looking to get into shape?
So I run all of my clientele, my advertising and sales through my Instagram. Right now it is Sharon Hill 56. Um, I guess I could break the news now. I mentioned the GNC partnership. We're taking that to the next level, so I had to get my website redesigned to be able to incorporate their products. Um, that should be done by the end of the week, but of course the broadcast is today. So for now, if you have any inquiries, questions, you want to get started, hit me up, Instagram, Sharon Hill 56, and I'll be up all night answering any questions that anybody has.
Fantastic, man. Well, thank you once again. You go enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will see you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
There you have it. That was tonight's race sponsor to the number 5 of Sharn Hill. If you're looking to get in shape and get your health on the right track, make sure to get in contact with him. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What an exciting race here at Richmond Raceway for the Sentinel Fit 175 and the the Scsra Dev Sports Cards Next Gen Series. I am Matt Drafty Beef Everard, signing off for the evening. Make sure you tune back in next week. Monday night, we'll be back here for the Hold Your Brakes Academy. Tuesday night, oh, actually, no, top tier is done. Tuesday night, we won't be back, but then we'll be back here for the Scsra on Wednesday night. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you next week.